Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you guys?
Good.
Okay, are we ready? Towel and a water, and we are going to move today. So we're going to start in the very front of the mat. Take your feet hip width apart. Nice big deep breath. And then we're coming all the way down. Palms to the floor, step back to plank. From here, you're going to down dog. Back to plank. And soften your knees to the mat. We're going to do a little hover and then meet in up dog. So draw that belly button up and in towards your spine. Relax the hips towards the floor. Now tuck those toes under, take the hips back over the heels. Big stretch for your lats. Now move it back forward, shoulders over wrists, elevate off the knees. You're right back in your down dog. Let's walk our feet up towards the hands. You're going to inhale and extend the spine, and then reverse it. Come all the way back up. We're going to run through the same thing 2 more times. So take it all the way down. Palms down. You're going to step back to your plank. We're going to go to down dog as you drive your heels towards the floor. Just breathe. Come back to plank. Soften your knees if you wish. Nice little hover to up dog. Pulling that belly button in, super important. Hips back over the heels. Nice lat stretch. Back up into your plank. And straight back to your down dog. Baby steps with your feet forward. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. And one more time, all the way down. Palms down, step back, plank. Downward facing dog. Back to plank. Let's do that nice little hover. Right to up dog. Tuck your toes under, pull those hips back. Okay, let's meet on all fours with your wrists underneath your shoulders. We're going to round the back, drop the head. Shift your hips back over the heels, hold on this spot. Big deep breaths. Now bring those shoulders back over the wrists and do like 3 or 4 nice slow cat cows. Okay, let's take the hips back over the heels. You're going to walk your hands forward. Now we're taking the palms to the right. So they're going to come off your mat. You're going to feel this stretch on your left side body. So both hands nice and wide, off the mat, hips right over the heels. Bring them back onto the mat and let's go the opposite way. Please don't move the hips. And back up onto all fours. Let's do 3 or 4 more of these cat cows. Keep that belly pulling up and in towards your spine. Okay, let's come off the knees, meet me in a small downward dog. Walk your hands backwards towards the feet, full forward fold. Inhale, extend the spine, shift your hips back, walk your fingers forward. Keep your face so it's looking through your legs, so your neck is comfortable. And then fold it back down. You're gonna roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Nice, big deep breath. And then bring your hands to heart. You're gonna step your left foot forward. Feet should be pretty far apart here. We're stretching out this right hip flexor. Let's get the arms in play. Let's elevate that back heel nice and high. Little bend in the front leg. Now bring your hands to heart. I want you to lean forward. Scoot the arms out in front. Try to touch the front of your room. Most of your weight should be in your left leg. Take the hands down to the floor. Step back, meet me in your plank. Let's do a little hover. Meet me in up dog. Toes tuck under, hips go back over the heels. Then come back to your high plank and go right back to down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart. We're gonna step the right foot. Big step, you gotta go for it. Scoot the arms back up. Back heel is nice and high. Hands to heart, you're gonna give me a big forward lean. Scoot the arms out. Try to put most of your weight into this right leg. Kick your hands down, meet me in your high plank. Let's do that little hover again. Right to up dog. Tuck the toes under, shift those hips all the way back. Come back forward to plank. And now you're down dog again. Hold here 5 deep breaths. Walk your hands back to the feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart. You're gonna step your left foot forward. Maybe even bigger than the last time. Scoot the arms up. Lift the back heel a little higher. Bring your hands to heart. Give me that nice big forward lean. So you're not rounding your back. Your spine is long. Rotate to the left. As far as you can. Then come back and go the other way. Now take both hands down, step back to your high plank. Let's do that nice little hover. To up dog. Meet me in down dog. Walk your hands all the way backwards. Full forward fold. Roll up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Sweep the arms up. Bring your hands to heart, step your right foot forward. Lean in. Let's rotate to the right. And go left. Square off the shoulders, meet me back in your high plank. Downward facing, 5 deep breaths. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. Hands to heart, step your left foot forward. Scoot the arms up. We're going to come onto the side of the back foot and turn and face the right side of your room. Both arms are nice and long. Open this palm, reach it up towards the ceiling. I'm going to ask you to keep that nice bend in your front leg. Press the outside of that back foot down towards the floor. And now we're going to spiral the arms forward to frame our front foot. Step back plank. Hover. Right to up dog. Down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. Hands to heart, step your right foot forward. Whoops. Scoot the arms up. Turn and face the right side this time. Big bend in that front leg. Outside back foot's into the floor. Scoot this arm straight up towards the ceiling. And now we're going to spiral your arms, frame your front foot, step back plank. Downward facing. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come back up, reach for the ceiling. Hands to heart, step your left foot forward, turn your right foot on an angle. So you're going to straighten both your legs with your chest facing forward. If you need to step your back foot in a little closer, that's okay. Now, start to hip hinge without rounding your back. It's a little bit of a balance challenge. If you feel unstable, you can always take that back foot and move it out to the right. Now we're going to do a little spinal twist. So I'm going to take my right hand down to the outside of my left foot. And I'm going to take my left hand to my hip. And I'm going to try to have my chest face the left side of the room. Should be feeling this on the outside of that front leg. A little bit of the IT band. Just hang out here, breathe a few more times. Okay, take both hands back to your shin. Square out the shoulders. Hands to heart, lift your torso back up. Nice, scoot the arms up. Now you're going to bend the front leg, frame your front foot, step back plank. Nice little hover, right to up dog. Tuck the toes under, down dog. 5 deep breaths. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. Hands to heart, step your right foot forward, turn your left foot on an angle. So if you take a look at your heels, they should make a straight line. Now turn your chest to face forward, so we're opening up the inside of this front leg. So you're gonna hip hinge without rounding the back. Take your left hand this time to the outside of the right foot, shin, whatever you can reach. Take your right hand to your hip. Try to open your chest to face the right side of the room. Okay, take that right hand down to the shin, square out the shoulders, hands to heart, come up slowly. Reach for the ceiling. Now you're gonna bend the front leg, swan dive it down, step back plank, hover, right to up dog. Down dog, 5 deep breaths. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Reach the arms up. Bring your hands to heart, step your left foot forward. We're gonna elevate the back heel nice and high. Lean forward, spine long. Putting most of your weight in the left leg, let's try to come off that right foot. Lower your torso till you're parallel to the floor. You can scoot the arms out in front. Warrior 3. Take your hands down to the floor, fingertips only. We're gonna come into a half moon. I want you to lift your right hip up towards the ceiling. Bring your right hand to your waist. Turn your chest to face the right side of the room. Take the hand back to the floor. Square the hips. Put the right toes down on the floor. Put the right heel down on the floor as you shift backwards, both legs straight. Bend your front leg, palms down, step back, high plank. Little hover, right to up dog. Meet me in down dog, 5 deep breaths. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. Hands to heart, step your right foot forward. Not a huge distance between the front and back, certainly not as far as it could be. Get nice and high on that, on the tippy toes of the left foot. Lean forward. Hip hinge, come off the back foot, lower your torso till you're parallel to the floor. Warrior 3, if it's there for you today. Arms extend out, leg pushes back. Fingertips down to the floor, half moon. Left hand to your waist, open your chest to face the left side of the room. Lift that back leg nice and high. Put the fingertips back down on the floor, square out the hips. Lower that left foot to the floor. Push the hips back, both heels are down. It's a mini stretch for the back of that right leg. mini pyramid. Okay, bend your front knee, hands down, step back, you're in plank. We're gonna hover it all the way down to the floor, put your chest down. Hands are gonna stay by the chest. Keep your neck long. So your face should be looking down at the floor. But close your eyes because there's really nothing to see. Draw that belly in. Now you're going to use the muscles that run along your spine to elevate the chest up off the floor without pressing your palms into the floor. Just hold here and breathe. Pull the belly button in. Try to keep the shoulders retracting, nice and broad. Your neck long. Now we're going to come up onto our forearms, keeping those hips down. Baby cobra. Big deep breaths as you draw the stomach in. Adding on to our back work, lower the chest again, hands by your chest. This time, draw the belly in, keep the neck long, lift the hands off the floor, elevate the elbows towards the ceiling. Just breathe. Come back onto your forearms, baby cobra. Lower the chest back down, hands by your chest. You're going to scoot yourself up. Now meet me in your downward facing dog. Walk your feet to the middle of the mat. Inhale, extend the spine. Turn the toes out a little bit. Squat down. You can take your hands to heart and use your elbows to open up the knees, or you can keep your hands on the floor, whatever feels good for you. But this is a really nice low squat just to hang out in for a few breaths. So I've got my whole feet, both my feet on the floor, heels and all. Now let's take the fingertips back down to the floor. Elevate those hips back up. Turn the toes to face forward. Inhale, extend the spine. Hold back down. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Once you're up, pick up your right foot. Sweep this left arm up. Nice little stretch for the front part of the right quad. Now push your foot into the hand. Start to hip hinge, so give me a forward lean. Take it as far as you can. Also known as dancer pose. Maybe come up slowly. Ideally, we want to maintain that balance. Then release the foot and the arm. Big deep breath. Take the arms back by your side. Pick up your left foot. Scoot that right arm up. You want to try to be nice and tall, lifting out of that right hip. Now, push the foot into the hand. Give me a little forward lean. Take it as far as you can. And then we come up slowly. And release the arm and the foot. Big deep breath. All the way down. Let your head go so you're looking through your knees to the back of the room. Give me a nice straight leg. Walk your feet together. So you're going to have equal weight in both feet as you roll up one vertebrae at a time. Try not to let the body shift from side to side. Sweep the arms up. Take it down again. Be mindful of the feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold down, palms down, step back, plank. Give me a little hover to up dog. Tuck the toes under. Hips go back over the heels. Relax and breathe. Okay, we're gonna meet in a 90-90. So we're gonna start on the right side. So scoot your butt over to the right edge of the mat. 90-90 in both legs. Walk it out slowly with your spine long. When you can't go anymore, just fold over that leg, relax and breathe. Then walk the arms back slowly. This time, try to bring your hands to heart and fold over the leg. Just not really using your hands this time. Then come back up. Let's do it one more time, lower down. And back up. Post those hands, one on the right, one inside the front leg. Pick up that back heel and lower it. Do it 4 more times. Okay. Try to use your right hand to move your body so it's staying on the mat. Now you're going to pick up this left knee and try to get that left foot down on the floor. It's okay if this right knee comes up a little bit and then lower it. Do it again. Lift, rolling onto that foot and then lower. One last time, lift. Now we're just going to take the left hand behind our back and then you're going to face the back of the room in a 90-90 stretch. Walk those hands out in front. Start to walk them till they can't go anymore, and just sort of hang out for a few breaths. Okay, walk them back. Make sure you got 90-90 in both legs. Try to get your torso so it's staying on the mat. Hands to heart. Try to come down without the assistance of the hands. And then back up. And then back down. Up. Now post the left hand. Right hand can be anywhere you want. Start to lift and lower that back foot. Okay, now relax the foot. You're going to lift that right knee as you take the right hand behind you. Let's try to get on that right foot. And then lower. And lift. And let's just do this one more time. Now take both knees forward. Scoot the left one all the way to the front. Let's meet in staff pose. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. Sitting up nice and tall. Flex your feet. Try to move the back of the knees down towards the floor. And then slowly start to walk it forward. Spine long. When you can't go anymore, soften the elbows, let the head fall so your spine is flexing. Just breathe. Inhale, extend the spine, fingertips only. Walk both hands outside of that left foot. Fingertips only on the floor. You're still reaching forward, try to inch those palms a little further out. Bring them back and take them over to the right of the right foot this time. Now bring them back inside. You're gonna walk yourself so you're sitting up nice and tall. You're gonna bring the left foot in, so you got a nice big bend in that leg, and the right. So hands on your knees, proud out your chest. You're gonna lean back without rounding the spine. Now draw your belly in, keep your chest proud, lift your chin up a little bit. Reach the arms out. Keep pulling the stomach in. If you can lift your feet up off the floor. We're still not collapsing the spine. If you can, the arms are going to go straight up to the ceiling. Try to straighten both legs. Bring your hands to heart. You're going to slowly lower the legs. And let's have a nice big dive between the legs. Little reprieve for that lower back. Now come back up sitting tall. We're going to do a little seated twist. So you're going to bend your left leg. Take your right hand to the outside of that leg. And take your left hand behind your back. And try to turn the torso. So you're looking at the back of the room. Come back. Please do not collapse the lower back. So you're sitting up really tall. Right foot in. Left hand to the outside. Right hand on the floor. Give me that nice little turn. And now bring it back. Extend both legs out to the corners of the mat. Still sitting up tall. Reach the arms forward. Now we're going to C-curve the spine. So you're going to round down slowly, tucking in the belly. And when you get down, you're going to pull the feet in and rock the pelvis up and down, forward and back. While you do this, you draw the stomach down. Okay, let's bridge it up slowly, pressing through the heels. So you got a lot of weight going into that thoracic spine. It should feel good. Now roll it back down slowly. Let your pelvis go all the way forward as you draw in the stomach. Then reverse it. Heel up, nice and slow, pressing up through your heels. Lower back down. Roll the pelvis down. Now find yourself in a nice sort of neutral spot, which means your back doesn't need to be pressing down. And then cross your right knee over the left. Bring your knees in, try to hold the outsides of the feet. Use your arms to give them a little help getting in close. Now you can also lift both feet up and then lower them. And now put both feet back down on the floor, left knee over right this time. Find those feet again. Pull them in. And now you can start to move the feet slowly up and down. And uncross those feet. Now I'm gonna ask you to have a smaller bend in the legs. So walk the feet a little further forward. Cross your right knee over the left. Slowly guide the knees down to the right. They're not going all the way. Send your left arm up and backwards. So use that right leg to drive the left one towards the floor. This stretch you should feel right over the hip. And of course the lat if the arm is reaching. Yeah, let's bring the arm in, bring the knees up slowly. Uncross them. And let's take the left over the right. Going down to the left. Send that right arm straight up and back. Your chest is still pointing up towards the ceiling. Bring the arm in, bring the knees up slowly, uncross, and now we're going to transition to a figure four stretch. So right foot over left thigh. And before we add on to this, I'm just going to have you move that right knee as far forward as you can. And then pull it in as close as you can get it. And just oscillate between forward and in. The foot should be flexed as it sits on top of your thigh. Now let's lift the foot, the left one, off the floor. You can use your arms or your hands to help you pull the left knee in closer. You can circle your ankle of your left foot. And now let's put that left foot back down. We're going to switch up sides. So left foot on right thigh. Flex it. Move that left knee forward. And then bring it back in. And just keep doing that a few times. Let's pick that right foot up. Holding on to whatever you can reach. Transitioning this to a happy baby stretch. Grab hold of the outsides of the feet, heels to the ceiling, knees towards the floor. Okay, release the legs. Legs go straight up to the ceiling. Arms are down on the floor by your side. Let's point the feet. We're gonna open the legs nice and wide. Close them. Send the right leg down towards the floor. Bring it back up. Then the left. Just a nice steady pace. Open the legs again. And then do the right and then the left. Okay, bend your legs, feet on the floor. You're gonna just let the knees fall to the right. Pick them up and let them go to the left. Just do that back and forth a few times, rolling over the glute. Now let's bring the feet together, a little smaller bend in the legs. You're gonna just let both knees open to the side. Just try to give in to this one, don't fight it. Bring the knees back together and then open them again. Bring it back together and one last time. Bring the knees back together. Slide your heels all the way down so your legs are fully extended. Send the arms all the way back. Big full body stretch. Now the arms are gonna come down to the floor by your side. You're gonna pull both knees up and into the chest without using the arms to assist. You're gonna make a little circle without using the arms. Go the opposite way. Now flex your feet, move your knees out over your hips. So you feel you've got to work really hard to keep your lower back down on the floor. Draw the belly down, just hold and breathe. Let the knees come in, don't use your arms. And then send them back out again. Maybe this time they can go out a little further. Send them back in. One last time, move them out. And bring both knees into the chest. Hands on the knees, make nice big circles. Change your direction. Nice. Now rock and roll yourself up to a seated position. We're coming all the way up onto our toes. And now full forward fold. Totally unweight the upper body here. Inhale, extend the spine. Cross your right foot over the left and try to shift your hips back a little bit. Then come forward with the hips, uncross, go the other way. Come forward, uncross those feet. You're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to take the feet to the edges of the mat, sweep the right arm straight up to the ceiling. Let the hip go out and then take it over. You can just do whatever you want with this left hand. If you need to help support, you can. Just take some nice deep breaths. And then come back, neutral hips, we're going the other way. Sweep this arm up. Hip goes out and then take it over. And then come back, take a nice big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Woohoo! It is over. Over. Hello.